Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through and feel gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that...
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out right at the 35.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Runs over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. And CD, we have have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Santos with the extra point, and that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, back to Sanders. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On play action, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
Seven our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They go play action with Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Fields. He finds Robinson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's checking crack. Alert flare. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the curve. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Watch the screen. Watch 52. I'm trying to collect. 52's the mark. Watch Mike. Who that? That's it. 52. You must be.
Fields now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Check 26, check 12. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, good move. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Philly. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This one is caught. It's Patton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it with
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On first down, it's Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Being chased out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Let's get this.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 31, check 31. Check, check. Fresh down. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On the give, this is Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Fields on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
From the 36, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
Check 3, check 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 25, check 25, check 25.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Safety's creeping. Check 43. Jump, 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 jump. Watch the air. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come on. Here one.
Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey.
To throw is Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Along Nichols in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Bills offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Flush to his right. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of...
shall come forth.